welcome. One of the regular pushbacks we get from clients is that they don't have enough time to make healthy, nutritious food. So today we're going to show you some really easy ways to make soup. The nights are drawing in now and it's getting cold, so soup is a really sort of cosy meal to make, and it's healthy, nutritious and low cost. Charlotte and I both really love to cook, but we're also really time compromised, so we're constantly trying to find ways of managing that and come up with tricks and techniques to do so. So today we're going to make carrot and almond soup. You will find these recipes on our wellbeing subscription in the library under nutrition.
And there's a bank of recipe cards on there as well, like this one. And they're really easily adaptable as well, so you can chop and change things just for your own taste, basically. But homemade soups are absolutely delicious, and my family always call them health in a bowl because they are really tasty and nutritious.
Now, carrot and almond soup is a particularly good one at this time of year. It's great for your immune system. Carrots are absolutely full of vitamins, full of minerals, and they're also really antioxidant. So that's essential at this time of year when we're trying to protect our immune systems. Adding ground almonds to your food is a fantastic way of bringing in protein. Almonds are also full of vitamin E and magnesium. So this soup will greatly help with sleep issues as well.
Also good for your bones as well, so really supportive if you suffer from conditions like osteoporosis or inflammatory conditions. This is a really good soup to have.
So when I get the time challenge from my clients, I challenge them back with, it takes me about 7 minutes to make my soup, and they don't really understand what I mean. So I prepare my soup ingredients the night before and put them in a container like this, into the fridge. So I think it takes me about 5 minutes to chop my vegetables.
And just bear in mind when you're chopping your vegetables, where possible, leave the skin on your carrots. So just scrub them with a vegetable brush in a bit of water, and then just leave the skin on, because most of the nutrients lie under the skin in carrots. So if you peel them, you're taking a lot of that goodness away from the dish.
Yeah. And you know, it doesn't have to be accurate, reasonably sort of same size chunks, but you know, just put it all in there. I actually, this is the height of laziness, put my stock cube in there as well. So I'll let Charlotte put that into the slow cooker. If you don't have a slow cooker, it's definitely worth investing in one. They're not expensive, and they're a fantastic way to make soups, casseroles, all sorts of things in the winter months. Okay, so
put your vegetable in, and then your water over the top. So you need enough water to just cover all of the veg. And as Emma said, the stock cubes in there. If you prefer, you can use some of the vegetable stock pots, or if you prefer a meat flavoured stock, the chicken stock cubes, and the stock pots are really, really good for soup, and they add an extra depth of flavour, so they're really nice. And then just place the lid on and press the button and cook.
That's it. Cook on low. It's best if you're leaving it for the full day. So I would normally put mine on about 7 in the morning and leave it till the evening. So have it on a low setting, because otherwise it could burn underneath. Just leave it, forget about it.
And this really fuses the flavours as well, so it just gives it time to sort of almost marinate in its own stock, and it's absolutely delicious when whizzed up. So here's one that's been cooking for at least 6 hours, but ideally just leaving it on low all day. If you notice when you lift the lid up that the veg still seems a little bit tough, then turn the heat up to high and just have it in for a little bit longer. Okay, but if you have it on all day on low, it should be really nice and soft by this point. So as you can see, the water is still covering the vegetables, and it's all ready to blend now at this point. So we're going to now blend it.
Now what I do is, if I've had this on all day and then I'm serving for dinner, I actually blend it in the slow cooker, and then I put it on to warm, so it keeps warm for the evening meal. So we're going to go over and blend this now at the other counter.
Yeah, I'll take that over. Okay, so we're now going to blend the soup, and you don't have to pour it out from the slow cook into a food processor. A really simple hand blender like this is absolutely fine. And just a little tip when you're using these hand blenders is, often people don't get the blend all the way through and they leave chunks of vegetables in. So when you've got the blender on, just start at the base and then just start to lift it out ever so slightly. So you come up by about 1 inch and you work your way around. really pulls the vegetables down, because if not you won't get all of the vegetables. So that's all blended now, so it's ready to add the ground almonds in. So if you buy them ready ground like this, and you literally just stir them in at that point, and again it's a matter of taste as to how much you add in. You don't blend these in, you just stir them in. So just stir these in. I'm just going to take the blender out now. Okay, and just gently stir them through. And these will just mix in really nicely, so they won't sit on the top. They do provide more thickness to the soup as well. So like I said before, if you do want to add a little bit more water, then feel free. It's just personal taste. Okay, and then that's lovely and warm and ready to serve now.
So now we're going to bring everything back to the counter to serve.
It looks delicious. Okay, there we go.
We've just got the ground almonds there, the
grab
toasted
those.
almonds. I kept some of the herbs when I was preparing to put on as a garnish for the soup.
Sorry, just pop
So you
that
can
down.
see how lovely that looks, nice and smooth. This one's reasonably thick, but like Charlotte said before, you can make it a little bit thinner if you prefer. It's a matter of personal taste. We usually garnish this with toasted almonds, so just buy a packet of flaked almonds and gently toast them in the pan. You don't need any oil or anything. They make a really nice accompaniment to this. And then, like I say, I've kept some of the flat leaf parsley and the coriander. And there we go, delicious homemade carrot and almond soup. Now, if you're taking this to work for lunch, you can look at some of our healthy wrap recipes that are in the Wellbeing Library, because they make a nice accompaniment to a soup at lunchtime. And also a really easy way to take lunch to work is in one of these sort of soup containers that you can heat up at work, or you can buy like a thermos flask that will keep things warm for you during the day.
And we have bought some fresh bread here today to have with the soup, which is a walnut loaf and an almond and hazelnut loaf baked fresh this morning. So that makes a lovely accompaniment, and it's quite healthy bread.
So enjoy.
Enjoy, yeah, tasty.